On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
He escapes the pocket.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Opening drive for this defense, and boy, they come out meaning business. A big-time sack on 3rd down brings up a 4th down and an opportunity here to gain some momentum early.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. You can't mishandle. The ball is loose. So the fair catch interference, very easy call for the official and inexcusable by that guy. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
He's got it in the open.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Man, I love this about this tight end. Whether you play zone and create windows you can just sit in, or here, man-to-man, he's got the athletic ability to run away from the defender, and a great throw here by the quarterback.
1st down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. The Nittany Lions pick up enough to get a 1st down there.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense.
On the move now. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Checks this down to the running back. Touchdown, Penn State. They connect for 6.
That's what I love about this running back, is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback keeps it here, fighting off the defender. Softball brought down after a nice run.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And they'll give it to the back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Moves out of the pocket.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets some space around the 30. Inside the 2. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football. The option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it down to the back. Caught.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
They mix it up with a run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver.
Oh, what a grab!
They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Big throw caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. No shot to bring him down. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big game for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
So after the massive play, it's 1st down just outside the red zone now. He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The Sooners are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Here we go.
It's a draw play. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Touchdown, Sooners. They couldn't stop him yet.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He is a load to bring down. And finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Snags the quick throw. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short completion of the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to scramble. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. The receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that one's straight down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Sooners offense is back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Throwing off play action. On the move now. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He fires downfield. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling in the faith he has in his guys.
Here comes the handoff. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They bring him down at the 7. Offense set up now with a first and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Just a squandered opportunity to put points up on the board, and so deflating for this offense. I guess if there's one good thing, at least the opponent is pinned deep to begin their own drive.
Heads-up move by the head coach. Using that challenge, officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Tailback tests the middle of the defense and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they jump on top here in the second half. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch made on the left side. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Ball handed to the running back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Nittany Lions will line up here on 1st down and goal. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Penn State. A great catch and run for 6. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
BAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The Sooners pick up enough for a first down. We give it to the big fullback here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hayden. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks in that screen. He's short of the first down mark. Look at the big man rumbling there. That's a nice pickup after the catch, Kirk.
It's unbelievable how athletic this guy is at that size to be able to not just only catch the football, but then what he does after he's able to catch the ball shows you the speed and how nimble he is. Really impressed by what this young man offers this offense.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Finds room at the 30. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that passing run.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Touchdown, Sooners! They jump on top here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
BAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Retakes the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball, and he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab by the receiver. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Ball handed off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of his huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
So here we go, down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Their last chance here. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on first down. He makes the grab, and it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And the running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. At the 30. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
Here we go, set.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finally decides to take a deep shot down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Chris, I mean, this game was essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And he goes down as the takeaway wraps up a hard-earned victory for the defense. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.